But maybe there's this little robot man behind the scenes just like making coffee. 안녕하세요. 저는 케일럽입니다. 반갑습니다. Oh my gosh. I love coffee. I drink coffee every day, at least one coffee. I try not to drink more because it's bad for your brain, but I love coffee. I drank a lot of coffee today. Yeah, I like to go to like the more independent, like if it's like an old man cooking my coffee. I like the taste of coffee. So I prefer a good tasting coffee than just like a big white room that everyone wants to take Instagram pictures. I like my old man making me coffee. I like latte or Americano. When I make coffee, I grind the beans and I make hand drip coffee, or I make my own latte with a hand press machine. I love coffee. Actually, I didn't drink so much when in America just because I was in college and I tried to keep my sleeping pattern better. Like I tried to sleep well, and coffee messes up your sleep so much. So I just made my brain stay alive. Now I drink coffee because I'm just tired. Living in a city and running from place to place, and I have many works like job, this. Coffee, yeah, okay. Korean cafes, they have the cafes you can go into that are really nice, and then they have this little kiosk thing at some cafes where you can go and whatever coffee you want, you tap the screen. I want this, check out, boom. And you can wait for your coffee and it's out and you're gone. So that's a good thing. Like Korean cafes are very quick if you need them to be quick. American cafes as well, they can be quick. They have drive-through. That's one thing that's big in America. Like not so many people go inside the cafes. Like they do go in the cafes to study and stuff. Like Korea, cafes purpose is like, I want to go to a cafe and just chat and have fun. Like that's why in America, I feel like more people go to the cafe to just get their coffee. So it's a lot of drive-through. Most like of the bigger ones have drive-throughs. What would you want? Americano? And you drive through. But here, if you want to be quick, they have the kiosk that you can go and pay, and then you just wait for your coffee really quick and convenient. And if you don't want to talk to someone and you rather just stand in front of a robot, you touch the robot, he gives you the thing and you get your coffee after. And one thing to do with the kiosk thing, there's this coffee shop in Shincheon that I heard about that there's no workers inside. It's just like the kiosk thing or something, and you press what coffee you want, and somehow the coffee comes out after. I've never been there, but I just heard there's no workers, and it's a coffee shop where you can sit in and stuff. But maybe there's this little robot man behind the scenes just like making coffee. That's gonna be hard when you order like a cafe mocha grande, mocha cappuccino. He's like, where's the mocha? I don't know. Like making the But anyways, it's a coffee shop without employees, which is pretty crazy. I would like to go, always pass by it, never tried it. Another like really good thing about Korean cafes, like every cafe has Wi-Fi. All have Wi-Fi. If you're a foreigner coming to Korea, you can get coffee and Wi-Fi at the same place. But really, Wi-Fi is at all cafes, so it's really convenient for people who want to do their work. I'm sure like other places, they have Wi-Fi cafes, but you know if you go to a cafe, there is Wi-Fi, so that's something good. If you need it, it's there. So you can have Wi-Fi, have your coffee, do your researching, you have your glasses, and oh, it's a nice day. Korea has so many cool cafes. Theme cafes. PC방 is cafe style where you can get coffee, you can get food, you can play games. PC방. They have Gamebang. Get some coffee, play games. They have Puzzlebang. You can get some coffee, play puzzles. They have escape room cafes where you get some coffee, do escape room. They even have coffee shops where you can rest. They have like little cots or beds and you can just rest. You drink your coffee, you have the caffeine, you try to rest, and you can't rest, but you rest. And another, they have manhwa, where you can just go and read books, and it's really peaceful. Like some places, I'm sure libraries have coffee, but this cafe specifically, you can go and most likely you can find your comic you want to watch, your manhwa or your comic you want to read. They have even movie cafes where you can rent, like you can look little DVD and they have PlayStation 4 cafes. They have everything. VR cafes. They have a cafe for everything. This is crazy. My friends came for my wedding. Oh my gosh, how can I give up coffee? I'm coming to Korea. I won't get my coffee. I'm like, Alright, I got about 5 cafes down my street that make better coffee than your coffee shop. And they have Starbucks if you just want Starbucks. Foreigners don't know how big the cafe game is here. The cafe game is strong. They have dog cafes that you can go to and pet dogs, but there's also dog cafes where they have a few dogs, like shelter dogs, and you can bring your own dog to play with other dogs. So you can just drink coffee with other dog owners while your dog just runs around and plays with other dogs. Cafes where there's just a ton of dogs and you pet them, and whoever has the snacks, the dogs all run to them. So you're like, hey man, what about me? I was giving you the best scratches. And he's like, you don't have the snacks, man. So another type of cafe in Korea, they have study cafe. So it's specifically designed for people who want to study. So it's more quiet environment. Like some people go to cafes to talk. A lot of people do. And also when you go to a cafe to study, usually you go there for a full day. So some cafe owners are like, oh no, this guy's taking my business because he's on his computer studying. So this was kind of like designed for study. They can go and get their coffee and study, but because some companies just want more customers, like some don't care as much, but some would like more people to be able to sit. And these study cafes are little individual spots, or sometimes they have little study rooms for groups of people, and it allows them to be able to do that and have as much time as possible, not like have to worry about, oh, too noisy. Or I think the cafe culture is so big in Korea because Koreans love to have fun, and the 느낌. A lot of different style cafes, like people just like to be in that mood. Like you can maybe go to a cafe that kind of feels like you're in Italy or something, and it makes people feel like they're in a different country. So I think that's why they like cafes. So today I talked about some of the good things about Korean cafes. And if you like this video, please leave a like and subscribe. And follow my Instagram, Caleb Russo Model. Please watch more videos. Please subscribe. You're gonna love it. I'm gonna be here all day, baby. All day. 안녕하세요. Bye.